Danny Andrew, talking a little bit more about the Me Too movement and what happens after you recognize, hey, something's happened here. And after I was raped when I was 11 years old, and I spent the next 2 years saying nothing happened, it was my fault, I shouldn't have been there, I should have known better, I shouldn't have gone out there to my brother's bedroom looking for him. Excuse me. All of the above. This is what happens when anxiety sets in. Your body starts to react a little bit, and my throat starts to get dry. So this is going to be an interesting one. But there's an old saying in therapy about you shouldn't should on yourself. This afternoon when I got home from church, I sat down to watch football, and my team never gets on because they're not very good this year, and so frankly I never get to watch them. When I flipped on the TV, they weren't on. I found a different program, and I started watching about a man by the name of Jim, who's a one-handed pitcher for the New York Yankees, and it was a very interesting program. And there was a write-up in the New York Times about Jim Abbott. He's the one-handed pitcher for the New York Yankees, and they called him an underachiever. And he was really struggling about who he was and his disability being a one-handed pitcher. And he said he always just wanted to be normal. Boy, that struck a chord with me, because after I started counseling and I really realized that I had been raped, and it wasn't my fault, that this 16-year-old boy knew what he was doing, and he had come with no good on his mind, and it had affected my life deeply. And I just wanted to be normal. I just wanted my life to be normal, and it wasn't normal. And after that happened, it was like I kind of had this brand on my forehead, and other predators had come after me, and he wasn't the only predator that had come after me. I've been raped more than once. It's another topic for another day. But I just wanted to be normal. I wanted to be able to live my life without all of this baggage, without all of this drama. And I'm not normal. I'm not like other people who have not gone through what I've gone through. I don't trust people. I don't make friends easily. I'm much happier alone in my house with the doors closed, and I am much happier just doing my own thing. I am better off that way. I don't make friends easily. I don't choose men well. I did not choose relationships well when I was married. And I just don't. I have relationships going on with friends, but when it comes to people that are close to me, that get into the inner workings of my life, it doesn't go well. And even with 10 years of counseling, a relationship, that close relationship, freaks me out. I'm not normal. And just acknowledging that and saying, I don't handle relationships well. This is something I'm going to have to work on, I think is the first step in moving forward and being able to say, someday I'm going to have that normal relationship. Someday I'm going to have someone who walks into my life and says, I'm going to help you unpack that. It's going to happen and it's going to be okay. Actually makes me a little bit calmer about that, because I deserve that. I didn't deserve what was done to me. I was 11 years old. I had no choice in the matter. I did not go out there dressed scantily clad. I did not go out there begging for it. I was not drunk. There was no alcohol involved on my part. I cannot speak for him because I don't know. And he is on the FBI's most wanted list, and he's still doing it. He needs to be found. I have decided not to go after him. I have tried to contact the police. They don't want to talk to me. And it is, I published this book in September of 2017. This book can be found on Amazon.com. It can be found on my website. This book is called Bipolar Disorder. It doesn't have to be depressing, but it talks so much more about depression and all of these other things. And it's about 30% of what happened to me and about 70% of how to get better, how to do better. It's a fabulous book. The website is www.dannyandrew.com, and the book is Bipolar Disorder Doesn't Have to Be Depressing. All you have to do is go on Amazon.com and search Danny Andrew. That's DANNIANDREW. It is better to face it.